Hey, what's going on, dudes? Welcome back to Hypermine MODSAUCE. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. So welcome back, dudes. It has been a little while and I have gotten some stuff done. So the last couple episodes we've been doing kind of some collab stuff with Woolly Ravens and an audio modified last episode. I've got some stuff to show you since I've done since then. So that was all pretty much recorded in the middle of last week, and I've had a little bit of time to kind of focus on getting some stuff done around here and getting things ready for some new mods that we want to explore. So yeah, let's start off in the basement. We'll work our way up. You guys kind of saw this down here. This is where me and Audio set up our big reactor. So I haven't really done anything with this power yet, but that's because I don't have any kind of machines and stuff over here in the Halo that we really need it for yet. So right now I've been running pretty much solely off of my windmill farm that I have set up over there in the mining world. So that's done pretty well. And I'm thinking we're probably going to end up using this for all our machines and everything over here at the Halo. So this should be interesting once we get into it. But I'm not real sure on how this works exactly yet, so I'm gonna have to kind of play around with it and figure it out. So I know it takes the yellorium stuff here, eject waste, eject fuel. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't really know any of this kind of stuff that is going on, so we're gonna have to kind of like research a little bit and see what's going on in here. But yeah, so I didn't really get the chance to show off the basement and stuff down here, but I thought this was kind of a cool spot. So this took forever, man. In order to do this, I actually had to craft a quarry plus because it was like really the only viable way to get rid of this much water. So everything from under this floor here down was all underwater, and the easiest way to get rid of it all was with the quarry plus, because it just sucks up the water and it doesn't really have an output. So it pretty much just stores it indefinitely inside the quarry plus, I think, until you break it. So yeah, that's how we did this. We got it all set up and it's looking pretty snazzy, man. It looks kind of cool from the outside, minus these little this texture problem with the carpenter's wedge slopes on top of the water. It gets rid of the water texture and makes it like really bright and clear down there. So that's kind of weird, but not that big a deal, so I'm not too worried about it. But I think it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty rad. So down here, I think on top of the big reactor, what we're going to basically do is build some sort of battery bank using the resonant ender cells. Resonant cells? Let's look at these. What are they called? Cells. Here, these guys. Resonant energy cells. So each one of these holds 50 million RF, so I'm kind of thinking we'll probably put like about 20 or 30 of them down here. So that should be a pretty good supply of power if we ever run out of fuel or anything like that. So I'm going to try to get this stuff automated so the yellorium's automatically getting smelted up into the yellorium ingots and then going straight in here. So it's feeding, it always has like a supply of power down here. And we may end up upgrading it. I think he said that the resonant ender does a little bit better at cooling the thing, so we get a little bit better output, or it becomes more efficient or something like that. I'm not too sure. So I know there's a bunch of different ways that we can go about getting power from these guys, but we'll have to kind of look into it and see what's going on. But if we come up here, actually, you know what? Let's start at the top. We're going to go from the bottom to the top. Started at the bottom. Now we're here. That kind of thing. So if we come down to this main level here, yeah, here it is. So we come over here. I've got a couple more of these little islands all set up on this side, and this is actually going to be for Botania. So Botania is a mod that I really want to get into here probably within the next couple of episodes to at least take a look at. And I figured this is probably enough space to do it. We got a... we go up one. This one is open to the sun, so we can use the day blooms and stuff to get mana from that. And then whatever else, I think there's like night shades, night blooms or something. I forget what they're called. But yeah, so we should have plenty of room to work with Botania over here on these little islands. And I think over here I'm going to set up some sort of automated living wood and living rock farm. So I know Slipgator had a pretty gnarly one that worked pretty well, and then also I think XP crafted from Hermitcraft. So I'm going to have to kind of look into that, see what I can get set up over there and get that going. So I want kind of a big supply of that before we get started. So yeah, and then over here is the tree farm. You guys have seen that, I believe. Not too sure. So it's doing its thing, man. It's actually pretty well full up, so we got over 100,000 charcoal in here, so that's pretty good. We got a bunch of extra saplings. I think the planter in the middle here is full. Oh, it's actually starting to spread grass a little bit too, which is weird that it's in the center. I don't know, kind of strange. But yeah, so that's the thing. And then down here is where we're going to be working today. So I want to get around to playing with Forestry, man. Forestry was kind of one of my favorite mods way back in the day, and I haven't really used it since it updated to the 2.0 version. I don't sure if it's in just whatever the new version was. So if we go in here, we go to the subsets, mods, let's go, where is it? Forestry for Minecraft. So now we actually have the multi-block farms. Is this guy going to update for me? You going to update for TDC? Come on, there you go. Yeah, where is it? We go here. Yeah, here is like the multi-block structures that we actually can use for forestry now. This is something that I never messed with. Before, they used to have the individual farms. So we used to have like a peat bog. I think there was like a harvester, one for trees, one for sugarcane, one for, you know, a bunch of different other stuff like that. So each one kind of had its own specific machine that you had to make. And that's the last version of forestry that I really messed with. So, yeah, I'm kind of curious as to how this works. I think it would be fun to get into the bee breeding a little bit and then also into the tree breeding, because there are some cool looking trees in this, man, like some nice colored wood, which I think would be fun to have. So like this whinge wood, that'd be kind of cool. Ebony. Yeah, man, I'm kind of interested in seeing what this is all about. But before we do that, we actually have to make a machine over here at the sandcastle. I got my enhanced portals all set up over here. I need to get some enhanced portals that are more like for public transportation. Like this one's just constantly up because it's in between the sandcastle and the halo. So I need to get one that goes to like the spawn house, and if anybody else needs to come over or anything like that, they can just punch in the dial code and go from there. But yeah, so kind of a bummer with the... Is this thing going still? I have a quarry. I set up my quarry plus to go to go, and I don't know what it's doing. It seems kind of weird when I log and come back in. It's almost like it's got to get updated or like jump started. So I have to go into the mining world and break the cable and then plug it back in, and then it's good to go. But I don't know, kind of weird. But yeah, so kind of a bummer with the mining world. We don't get a supply of apatite. So apatite is kind of like the main ingredient for a couple different things in forestry that we need. It's this stuff right here. So the only place that I've really been able to find it is in the overworld. But with my quarry set up in the mining world, we're not getting any of it. So we get this stuff that looks kind of like it, but when you break it, it would break into the apatite stuff, and we're not getting... I don't think so. I don't think I set up a deep store for it. Sugarcane in that one, nothing in these. Those are all still open for whatever I need them to be. But yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. And I got to thinking, it's like, how are we going to go? I really don't want to go around and just look for apatite all over the place. You know, just trying to find whatever's on the surface and in the caves and stuff. So I think we're going to try to make one of these guys. What are they called? Digital miner. And this should automatically look for the stuff for us and get it into a chest, I think. I've never messed with these guys before, so we've got a little bit of crafting to do. It looks like teleportation core. These all take the atomic alloys. Holy cow, man. Electric chest. Whew, okay, so yeah, we've got a little bit of stuff to do. I need some steel. Do I have, what kind of amount of steel do I have in here? I have dark steel. I have 9 steel ingots. That is not good. So I guess what I need to do is get crafting up on some steel. I've already got the atomic alloys going in here. It looks like they're done. I got 30 of them. I don't know how long that's going to last us, so we'll find out. But yeah, so let me make up some steel and some other stuff that we need, and then we're going to get together and start playing around with this digital miner dude. Alright, so I think we got everything we need. So I had to make this robot, which is weird that it's not called a robot. I guess it's called a bit because it's little bitty. I'm not too sure. But if we take this guy, we shift click that. Yep, here we go, man. We got everything we need. So on top of this, what do we need? We need a tesseract, right? Is this a full-blown tesseract? It looked weird in the AE system. Let's go ahead and grab a chest too, just kind of for like a buffer chest. There we go. We'll get one of these guys, and then I believe I have all the conduits and everything I need on me. Maybe I don't. I got another tesseract in here. Let's see. Conduit. There we go. Let's grab these energy or item guys. I just need to pull all these out and put them in my bag so I have them. I don't need those. What else do we need? Maybe some pressure ones. Not for now, but Yeah, whatever. Chest. Do we have an inner chest? We don't. Is it in my bag? It's not. So, can we make an ender chest? Let us see. Ender chest. What am I? Whoa, what is that thing? Note sequencer. Looks like a little stereo box. Ender chest. Here we go. This guy here. We'll take that, and then we need cyan and blue. So, do I have any cyan? I need more of this. Blue, or lapis, I guess. Lapis is another thing that is not very common, man. I've been having a big problem trying to find like lapis and everything. It's kind of crazy. Like, I wasn't really expecting that. Mystical cyan flower. Give it to me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like lapis is not going like as common as I would think it would be. So it's kind of weird that it's not very common in this mod pack for some reason. Mortar and pestle. This is what we need. So get rid of this. We need to make flowers, petals first. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Finally. Okay, so let's go ahead and plop this guy out right here. Okay. He's not going to do much. So let's get this set up. We need our this stuff. So we're going to go cyan. Oh, do you know? Okay, you do work. Okay, cyan, cyan, and then blue in the middle. I believe. Is that wrong? I don't think it is. Okay, cyan, cyan, blue. Perfect. We got it. Okay, we'll pick this guy back up. I need a diamond too. I don't have any diamonds in here. Jeez. I always forget that you had, since I made it private too. Diamond. There we go. We'll take one of these guys. And kaboom. Alright, perfect. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, I also made this tool too. So Woolie's got this awesome thing set up over in the mining world. It's like a wither killer. It is absolutely insane. I think it kills a wither like every 4 seconds. It's even faster than the actual practicality thing that the dude set up in the practicalities mod. Whatever, I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Go away. Thank you. All right, so if we do this here, TDC power. Are you getting power? Stop. Reset. Configure. Radius. I think it can only go to 32. Minimum 0. 99. New filter or dictionary. Crap. Do we have any appetite? Have like any at all? Appetite? Appetite? We don't. So, I think I may actually have to go find some appetite real quick so we have something for this guy to look for. So let me do that and then we'll be right back. Well, I have been looking for this stuff like crazy. What was that weird? Whoa. Do it again. It's not gonna do it again. It looked weird from down here. It looks like it's like glowy or something. I don't know, kind of strange. But yeah, so I have been looking for this appetite stuff and it is like nowhere to be found. So I don't really know what that means. I know I've seen it before, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. But, oh, this is, I'm over by Lone's place, too, over by Spawn, so he's got one of these guys all set up, too. But yeah, like, it's really strange, because every time I've played before, Appetite is, like, all over the place. But I'm not seeing any of it now, which is kind of frustrating. What is this? Hyperlocator. Okay. So yeah, oh, somebody's place. I don't know whose place this is, but it's somebody's. This is really weird, man. I don't know. It spawns kind of like high up in the mountains, I thought. This is kind of a cool spot. Is there any in here? I'm not seeing any, man. So I guess I may have to do like some real hardcore searching to find some of this stuff, but yeah, I don't know. So I guess give me a little while and I will be back as soon as I find some appetite. As soon as I find my appetite. Okay, so apparently appetite is not in this thing. So if we go in here, we go with the ore dictionary. We type in ore appetite. Like that, we click save. It brings it up in here in the ore dictionary filter. So we got the radius, we got the max, all that kind of good stuff. So we're good. We go to start and it says to mine 0. But if we come in here, we reset config, we go back into the ore dictionary, we type in ore gold, gold, like that, click save. Again, it brings it up the gold ore here, and it says the ore dictionary filter. And we go back, we click start, and it says to mine 332. So apparently, we just don't have any appetite, like at all. Hello there. Which is kind of a bummer, to be honest. So yeah, that's kind of weird. I guess I don't know if it's just something kind of just it doesn't spawn or nobody's even interested in trying to get it or something. I don't know what the case is. So if we come back into this, where is it? Forestry from Minecraft. Whoops. No, let's click there. Click that. So it's going to bring us back in. What we needed the appetite for was fertilizer. So there is another way of making fertilizer. Can you update for me, please? I don't have the time. I don't have the patience, man. Come on. Update. Please. Do it. Alright, whatever. Fertilizer. Is that even going to work? That's not even going to work. There it goes. Fertilizer. So we can use sand and this appetite stuff to get fertilizer. It gives us 8. We can do ash, which is from forestry. I think it's like a byproduct of one of the machines we can get. That'll give us 16. But we can also use this niter or saltpeter from thermal expansion and railcraft, which now that I think about it, I haven't really seen saltpeter anywhere, which is what we'd be using instead of the niter. Nether saltpeter ore. We can pulverize sandstone. This gives us niter, whatever. Saltpeter ore. Maybe I do have some of that stuff. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so apparently we can use that stuff with dirt and sand to get fertilizer, which we don't get very much at all. But I think that may be the only way possible that we can get fertilizer here. So yeah, that's the thing. If we come in here, we type in saltpeter, salt from mechanism. We got salt block. Okay, so that's not what we want. I don't think we have any saltpeter in here either, do we? I don't believe so. Yeah, no. So yeah, not too sure what's gonna happen with this. I don't know if that's something that needs to be fixed, or maybe it's something I can bring up to Lone and see what he says about it. If there is a way to get it, I don't know. But yeah, so that kind of leaves us with nothing to do for today. So I guess I'm gonna have to figure out something else for us to play around with, and then we'll kind of go from there. Alright, screw it. This is what I want to do today. So we got some sandstone in the pulverizer going, and hopefully we get quite a bit of niter from this. We've only got 2 pieces so far. Getting some really terrible frame rates right now. I don't know. There it goes. It's going back up. So we're going to the nether, man. We got to go find this stuff. We can get some sort of saltpeter ore, I believe, from nether ores. And we should be able to get it in here. So we just have to find it now. There's sulfur, which, let's turn our magnet on. How about it? This is not going to give us what we want, but I could use some sulfur. So we're going to collect pretty much everything we can, and this video is already about like 20 minutes in, so I'm going to go ahead and cut all of this. You guys don't want to see me mining any kind of ore. So I'm just going to throw on a video, go around mine as much as I can. Hopefully I can find quite a bit, and we'll finally be able to start playing around with forestry. Alright, so we're headed back home now. I was able to find about a stack and 5 of this saltpeter ore, so hopefully that'll be enough to at least start this mod with. I think I may have to come up with some sort of automated saltpeter farm using cobblestone, because I know we can pulverize cobblestone into it's either pulverizer or crusher. One of the two gives us sand, and then from there we can make sandstone, feed that into another pulverizer, and that'll give us some more of this niter stuff. So this is giving us sand and niter. So I guess we could, I wonder if it gives you 4 sand back. So 1 sandstone gives us how many? Let's turn this off. 2. Okay, so that's kind of crummy. That doesn't give us everything that we need. So let's just go ahead and look at this saltpeter ore stuff. Nether saltpeter ore. Let's go to uses. So a grindstone will give us 10, and a pulverizer will give us 10 too. Okay, so let's go ahead and shift click all that out of here. Let's put this nether saltpeter in there. Shift click, give me all this, and give me this. So that should give us at least enough to start with, I hope. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. So let me get all of the niter that I can get from this stuff, and then let me get the fertilizer, and then I think we're gonna start setting it all up. So I'm gonna get the blocks and everything we need from forestry as well. So I'll meet you guys in just a second. Alright guys, this mod is kind of crazy. There's a lot more to this than what I thought there was gonna be. So let's grab some of this bronze out of here. I think we only need 1. But yeah, so I went ahead. I've actually been trying to record for a while, but there's been some stuff come up that is just kind of, it was just boring, man. So I'm gonna spare you guys the the wasted time here, because this episode is already getting kind of long. But we've had to make a couple of different things. So when you make one of those, what are they called? The multi-block structure farms, it is automatically set to an arboretum, which grows saplings like perfectly. We got apple oak saplings for some reason. I'm not real sure how we have. I don't really know what that's about. But yeah, so what we have to do is we actually have to, let's see, can we take this guy? We have to actually set the farm up for crop growing, which is what I want. So we already have the let's actually, I think we have everything we need. We won't have to run back over here. It's basically just been me for like the last 30 minutes running back and forth, and like I said earlier, I cannot wait to get ME set up over here at this place. So here is our farm. Here's our structure. We got the 3x3 by 4, so it's 4 tall, 3 wide. This is definitely not the biggest amount of, or the biggest farm that you can make, but you see right here in the center, it's set up for an arboretum. It says managed arboretum. So basically we need to change that. So we use this guy, put our circuit board in here, and we want to use managed farms. And now we can put these guys in here. These are the bronze electron tubes. And that's going to give us this thing right here. So we take this, we put this in here. It's going to make this a crop farm, right? So now we should be able to throw potatoes in here, maybe? What are you doing, man? Not real sure what you got going on. So let's take all this up. And is it going to plant? Okay, now it's just planting normal dirt. So it already had this humus all set up, which is, I guess, for the arboretum. It makes trees grow faster. Oh my gosh, this is going to be annoying. But if we harvest up all this humus, it's kind of a waste of fertilizer because it turns it into just normal dirt when you mine it up. Even with Silk Touch, this guy has Silk Touch on it, and it just gives you dirt back, which is kind of annoying, but it's not that big a deal. So we gotta, let's pick all this stuff up. Almost done. But I gotta be real careful with this because otherwise I'm gonna tear the place up. Like so. Okay, like so. And now it should throw all that dirt back in there. Are you gonna place for me, please, the dirt? it should replace the blocks over here. That way not everything is missing. Go ahead and put this guy back down here. Okay, so whatever. Can we place these in here? Maybe not. Maybe it's got to be seeds. So let's go grab seeds. That's something that I did forget to bring with me. We'll just set it up for a wheat farm right now. I'm not real sure how we set it up for the... I just want to get the thing working, and then we'll go from there. So let's grab seeds. We can always use wheat for whatever. Seeds. Alright, cool. We got a stack of seeds. Let's take these, head back over here. We'll F3A because this base never wants to load. And then we'll head down and back over here. Alright. And hopefully this guy is completed now. He's not. So let's put a block there, block there. I don't know, maybe it wasn't working because it was running water. I think maybe that was the case. But yeah, so now can we throw seeds in here? We can. What's going on with you, man? Is that how it needs to be? It needs to be another water block there somewhere. Okay, so it's planting the seeds. Right? Okay, it's going. And it automatically puts the water blocks here, which is really cool. That's something that the old farms did too. They put in their own water source blocks as long as this guy had enough water, which it holds. I guess it looks like 10 buckets of water. And since we have the aqueous accumulator underneath, it's got all the water it needs. So let's see what happens if this guy, if we just grow some, is it going to harvest it automatically? Oh, it does. Cool. But it doesn't replace it automatically. Oh, it's out of seeds. Really? Okay, so it's getting some, and then once all of this starts harvesting, it should... That water looks really weird, and it's really kind of inefficient because we don't need that much water for wheat, I don't think. But I guess maybe it's for other crops. Not real sure. But yeah, so this is the thing, and now if we set up, we didn't put in the hatch. Let's go ahead and put this guy in here. If we put this up in, I guess like right here would be good. Put it right there. This is the block that we draw items out of. So it's going to automatically harvest everything, and it's going to keep it in its internal storage, and it'll automatically harvest the wheat, or automatically keep the seeds. I think it's going to just automatically replant them. But down here we'll get the byproducts. So that's something I'm kind of curious about. Let's see. Can we grow this and look inside here fast enough? Harvest for me, please. Okay, yeah. So since the wheat down here, and then it puts the seeds back up here on the top. So that's kind of cool. It keeps the inventory of seeds, and then it'll collect the byproducts. So in this case, it would be wheat, and that should be able to be drawn out of this guy. So I don't have. Do I have any item conduits? I don't. So potentially, this is what we're going to be using to hook up to the ME system eventually. We'll probably use an ender chest, send it into an ender chest, and then into our ME system once we get that all set up here. So man, this is Forestry. This guy is crazy. So I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to do some more research on how to get into the tree breeding, because that's really what I want to do, the tree and the bees. So that'll be a thing that we look at in the future. So I got some ideas for next episode already that don't involve forestry. So this is going to be something that I kind of look at off camera for a little while, and then kind of come back and show you what I've done. So yeah, I'm going to check the time on today's episode. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to cut out, so I got to see where I stand on time, and we'll be back in just a second. Alright, so we're getting closer to the finished product, man. So this should start spitting in... Oh, it's putting dirt in there too? Weird. Okay, so it should start spitting in all the wheat that is harvested and collected from this guy into that chest down there. Real sure what's up. I guess it's got plenty of dirt now. It just needs seeds, so it needs all this stuff to start growing. I'm not real sure if put that there, it's going to replace it, right? It should. Yeah, okay, it just takes a little bit. I'm not sure why it's not really tilling all of this dirt. It should be. on its own instead of breaking and replacing. I'm not real sure what's going on here, but that's happening. So whatever. If we put that there, is it going to replace and till this dirt since it's got a flowing source block, so flowing water right there. I'm not real sure. This thing is kind of picky as far as what is happening. So if we put that there. Let's take a drive because I'm flying. Okay, so maybe it doesn't need all of these water source blocks. I'm not real sure like which ones are required and which ones are not, and which one. It had to have placed them all there because I didn't place all of these guys, but I don't know. Kind of weird. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. We ran a little longer than what I really wanted to spend on this. I didn't think it was gonna take that long. But jeez, man. But we got automatic wheat growing here. I'm gonna look into excuse me. Look into how we grow like potatoes and carrots and different things like that. Netherwort, I think, is one of the things we can grow too. So it would just be nice to start collecting this stuff because I know we're going to be needing it in the future. So I'll kind of look into some things and see what all is required of this guy and how we can really automate all this different stuff. So I'm not real sure what the farm controls for. I don't think we need this guy. Let's try taking this out real quick. Put this in here. Put that back. Okay, so yeah, we don't need the farm control. I'm not real sure what that's for. But I guess we'll find out in the future. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you learned a little something about forestry. I forgot to mention that thing I was calling a thing earlier is the soldering iron, and this in here was the intricate circuit board, which is made from gold and redstone in the carpenter thing. And yeah, it's got the little electron tubes and stuff in it, so hopefully that kind of clears some things up. I don't know if you guys are trying to learn forestry from me or not, but there are some pretty mediocre tutorials out there on forestry, so a lot of this was just kind of playing around with it. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned a little something from my derpiness today. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys soon for some more mod sauce, hopefully with a little bit more productive of a video. But today was a learning episode. We learned a little bit about forestry, and the base is looking really cool, man. Check this out. It looks so good from kind of far away. So yeah, but anyways, I'll see you guys next episode. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.